We're here, and we're back for another episode of Minimal Maxing. We're going to continue on the Slayer grind and try to get our level up as high as we can, as quick as we can. We're doing our daily merch purchase. So come up here, shop at the Traveling Merchant. We're going to buy our Unstable Air Room and our Menaphite gift offering. So we've ran out of bonus experience in fishing, so we're only getting about 197 per pull now. For this specific task, we need a Juju Teleport Spirit Bag because we have 205 mutated Chidinkos. There we go, 83 defense, 87 HP. Water Fiends are more than worth the Slayer token we just used. We have to kill 224 of them. We're going to hop here to get a new world. I'm gonna use our siphon on our scythe, and we're up to 55 invention. Level 79 agility, all from feathers. There we have it, 83 Slayer, 2 more for Abbey Demons, 7 more till we move on to Lanakia, 84 defense. Task 44 done. Let's go get another one. Necreo. This is our first time getting necks on this account. This is my first time killing Necreals in a very long time, so I have very little clue on their experience. Seem to be able to stack them up with aggro pots pretty well. That'll be a plus. After one overload, we've killed 84 of them. So we're getting about 840 kills per hour, which will lead us to getting close to 400k Slayer experience per hour. So I'm definitely going to be doing this task in the future. We also got 85 defense. We're getting 1100 defense per kill, so it's about 1,000,000 defense experience per hour here too. So if we were just doing Necreo tasks for the next 2 hours, we'd have our 90 defense. Fortunately, we got mutated Jadinko, so we're going to go back there. 77 magic. So we've finished another task. Unfortunately, we didn't get a Ferocious Ring that task, but we still have our game's necklaces to teleport. This is not too long of a walk. And our next task is Water Fiend. Now we're going to go ahead and quickly complete our rune crafting daily. It'll be pretty quick and we'll get a lot out of it. And one more to go, and we completed our daily challenge. We're going to claim the rewards. That puts us up to 54. We also get an extra treasure hunter key, so we have 4. 3 daily, 1 earned, and we are going to use them. Huge celebration lamp, mask of the yellow worm. Desert strike rooms don't do anything for us, so we're gonna get it. 3. That was pretty insane. 3 reds in a row, but these are both going in mining. Probably gonna get a level. Yeah, 24,000, 49,000 mining experience there, and we got to 54 fletching. We have 54 base stats. Today is gonna be the last day of our festive aura. So our last day of this relatively overpowered XP that we're gaining from our divine locations. Between this and our oyster, we should be very easily getting to level 81 fishing today, which is pretty nice for 1 month into the account. Oyster alone will give us about 100k, and once we hit 85, we'll be able to use cavefish bubbles, and those cavefish bubbles will really help out our XP gain per day. Unfortunately, we ended up about 14,000 short of 81, but we'll get that doing the oyster. And then, as per usual, to finish off the day, we're using our Hunter Divine Box Trap, as it uses up our location gathering, and we should get up to 67. Yeah, there's 67 Hunter. We're not going to talk about those bones on the ground. 84 Slayer, one more Tilla Abbey Demons, and 86 defense. I think that's our last level of the task. Maybe we'll get HP, but 110k experience to go doesn't seem all that likely. But let's get ourselves a new task. I'm gonna skip because I want to do neither of those. I'm gonna skip again. I'll do LRC, as I want to stock up points for later. So during that task, our gear got to level 10. So we're gonna siphon all 3 of them, and we're up to 58 invention. We can put them back on. So now we're gonna be doing our monthly oyster, and I thought it would be nice if every month I just come here and do a little bit of talk about where we're at. So for this first one, I'll kind of explain. You go down to the oyster, you fish, get all this XP, then you gather the seaweed and you put it in the oyster, and then a month later you can pull out the clue reward. So as a little bit of a status update, we got our caches done this month as we hit 81 fishing. We've been working on our Slayer, but we need to get up to 90 to get to Lanakia, who gives us a lot more experience per hour. That's also going to have to require us to get 120 combat. I'm unsure of if we'll make it in time, as we have about 2.2 mil Slayer experience. That's about 6 million combat. So I think we will once we start going to strength after we've hit 90 defense. In terms of other skills, we're just kind of waiting. Fishing is going to keep going up. Hunter, again, we're doing that with divine locations, and eventually our skilling dummies and protean traps. Farming, we're about to check our farm later on today, and we'll get another 1 million experience. So I think we'll be at like 88 to 89-ish by the end of the day today. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the progress I've made this month. 2,000 totals in a little over a month is pretty good if you ask me. So the monthly D&D token allows us to reset this. And now we can check the oyster to get our free clue reward. Pretty crap. I'm just gonna drop all these items. It's not worth the bank space they're gonna take up. And we can regain experience, which is the real power of the token. And as you see, we're a level higher, so we're gaining 1,500 experience per pull now. So we're now going to activate our premier artifact before we loot all of our animals here. And there we have it. We got up to 86 with that. We now have the spirit yaks, which got us up to 87 farming. Now we come up here to get all of our zygomates. And there is 88 farming. Because beans don't really matter that much, and I'm kind of cramped on bank space, I'm just going to get rid of all of the checked animals I have with baby shakes. It's a bean loss, but it's worth it. 88 HP and 116 combat, so we have 4 combat levels to go before we hit 90 Slayer. 87 defense, 3 more to go till masterwork. With the fact that basically next time that this armor gets to level 10, I'm going to disassemble it instead of siphon it. So that way I get double the experience, I get my perks back, and I'm able to put that perk onto Masterwork. There we go, we finished our 50th task, and we got 270 points from that, which should help us out on skipping some of these bad ones. I also bought an Amulet of Fury, so I'm going to put that on now. 6 more strength bonus. I could buy an Amulet of Souls, but I don't think it saves enough time to justify me dropping like 40 to 50 mil that I'm not going to get back. Mithril Dragon task is done. Hopefully we get a Cradle task so we don't need to re-gear and travel back in here. Unfortunately we didn't, but Black Demons are just as good. There we have it, 85 Slayer. Normally this would be a lot of things, but this unlocks 2 things. 1, Wilderness Slayer, and 2, Abbey Demons, for us at least. I don't think I'm going to be doing any Wilderness Slayer. Just not worth the risk, and I hate the Wilderness. We also reached 88 defense. We eventually got Hellhounds as our task, so I'm just going to quickly do it here. Pretty much right away we got a Ferocious Ring. That alone makes this task worthwhile, as it's 4 teleport walks to Cyrodiil saved. Water Fiends is our task. No levels at task, but defense is pretty close to 89. Well, I guess we're killing Calphites. Now that we're higher level and have access to better tasks, I switched to this area for doing Calphites, so I can just hit them down really quickly. There's about 6 meleeers on me, and I can just go around using my AoEs, getting 3 to 4 kills, and then rinse repeating. There we have it, 89 defense. That felt good ability-wise. 6,000 XP drop. We got Water Fiends as our task, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. 86 Slayer, and we're about 30 kills away from 90 defense. Then we got 89 HP. And 90 defense right after each other. So we can now wear Masterwork armor, as it's stated there. So once this task is over, we're going to disassemble this armor. So we switched over to Strength Experience, so that way by the time we move over to Laniakia, we end up getting up to 120 combat without having to train Summoning or Prayer, which is the ideal goal. That's a pretty quick task, and I'm gonna do that. Here we are, we're going to disassemble our Bandos here. So it destroys it, but we get 459k invention experience, which got us up to level 60, and we're gonna do this on this one as well. Now we're up to 61. We also got back our Gizmo, which was the important part. We have 2 augmenters. We're going to trade with our main here, giving over the Masterwork plate, body, and legs. And then I'm also lending over my Cinderbane gloves, just because they're hybrid gloves that will help with Slayer. Yes, I'm okay with them being untradeable. So we can now sell these Bandos gloves, because we'll be wearing Cinderbanes basically everywhere. Now we'll use the augmenters on here and here. And now we have this. The only downside is our drain rate is much higher now, 5 per second over before. And we want to make sure we have our our genocidal Demon Slayer on there. Upgrade so we're able to get to level 15. Max, so this will go up to level 12 when that happens, and because it's level 12 we'll then siphon it and get another 600k invention experience. So if we go to discover, maximum There we go, perfect. So we gained 32k experience there. We will need these eventually, so we might as well get them now to help with the XP gain. That seems to be all we need right now, and that got us up to level 62. And now we're going to pull out a siphon, use it on the scythe. As you see, the scythe is now level 12, so now we'll get 621,000. So we're up to 63 invention. So these monsters are actually really annoying to kill. If you see here, when I attack, it does this animation. Can't attack them for about 3 seconds, which was fine in the pre-EOC days, but now that it's EOC, we activate abilities a lot quicker than we used to auto attack. So it just ends up with us sitting around for a lot. So I just have to click and tag, and I don't know. I don't think I'll be doing this task again. We got cow fights after 4 skips, which is just really bad luck. There we go, Abyssal Demons. 249 of them too, that's a good task. So 78 strength, the first of many levels at Abbey Demons, and 79 right after that. Abbey Demons as a whole are a really good task. You can see the Ferocious Rings coming up in my inventory. I'm getting over 1 million strength experience per hour and about 600k Slayer experience per hour. So overall, a very awesome task, and I will be preferring and extending it very shortly. After that, we got a Necrail task, which gave us 80 strength. And now we're on what's going to be our Water Fiend grind. We're here with our Water Fiend task, 192, getting our strength levels up. So we quickly got up to 81 there, and now we're up to 82. As you see, within one task, we were able to go from 81 to 82. And we skipped a little bit, and we happened to get Water Fiends again. That time it was a much larger task, but we were able to get up another strength level up to 83. And 90 HP, which is our 4th 90 skill. Hopefully more of those to come soon. And now we're done the task, and we're going back here. We don't want to do Chazar or Hellhounds or the VIB ticket. Don't want to do Gargoyles. We're going to skip again. And what have you, we got Water Fiends again. So that's 3 tasks in a row. But before we do that task, we have to go do our weekly cap at the woodcutting plot, which is going to give us some experience. Notably, we got our woodcutting up to 52. That's going to do it for us today as we come to the end of the episode. We gained 5 Slayer levels today, so only 12 to go until we're done with Slayer and 99, so that'll be pretty quick. One note is I got a Hunter level off camera, didn't record it, so we're actually up to 68 Hunter and not 67 from the last clip, which brings our total level to 2067. Anyway, have a good day, like, comment, subscribe.